What's up? What's up? What's up? YouTube, or should I say, Keloke, Habari za Hasaburi, or should I say, Habari Yaku, or Habari Gani. Habari Gani. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Bosa, aka the BT 1000, aka the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. The title of this video is Bobbie Khris. Bobbie Khris. Everybody remembers who she is? Does everyone remember who Bobbie Christina, aka Bobbie Khris, is? Shout out to the chat. Does everyone remember who she was? I just watched her autopsy. There's a channel that covers celebrity autopsy exams. And the way this guy talks, he's had to get his hands on the information, and even to order to know what he's talking about. Shout out to the chat. And the way they described what happened to her, what happened to her mother. See, an autopsy tells it all. Or autopsy tells it all. Shout out to the chat. And I was just wondering if everybody remembered that young woman. Does everyone remember who she is? Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to be up here very long. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning to the YouTube streets. And it is what the hell it is. We know who she is because we seen her on the TV. We seen her give interviews, especially after her mother, Whitney Houston, had passed away. Where did they find the mother? In a bathtub. Where did they find Bobbie Khris? In a bathtub. Shout out to the chat. And I've listened to the autopsies. What was found. I'm not concerned about what was in her blood. I'm not concerned about the drugs. I'm not concerned about the alcohol. I'm concerned about other things pertaining to her autopsy. Other things that pointed to the fact that this young woman was missing 2 teeth. There was scarring on her body. Old injuries, brand new injuries. There was water in her lungs that they were never able to remove. She gained fluid in her lungs. That means that she wasn't breathing with comfort. That means that she suffered before she left this earth. We all know that she was put in a medically induced coma. But even with that, if you're breathing or anything and you are having difficulty with your lungs, with your heart, with anything inside of your body, you're going to be in pain. You're going to suffer. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. We got one in the building. Shout out to the chat. The title of this video is called Bobbie Khris. And the only reason why I'm talking about her is because of the autopsy report. See, I found this new channel. Well, it's not exactly new, but it's new to me. And he covered some other stuff, but I'm mostly interested in the autopsies because they did the autopsy. Well, they did the reporting of these different autopsies. Bobbie Christine, Whitney Houston, Carol Carpenter, Anna Nicole Smith, Frankie Mercury, Muhammad Ali. See, these are just a few names because I'm watching the series. I'm watching those videos. I'm listening to what those reports entailed. Shout out to the chat. Death is inevitable. No one I know has been able to escape. There is no escape. We're all going to die one day. I'm going to die. You're going to die. It's inevitable. Shout out to the chat. So even though the title is called Bobbie Khris, aka Bobbie Christina Brown, I'm talking about death. I'm talking about something that's reality. You can't gossip about death. That's 100% facts, 100% truth. There's no fabrication with that. I haven't seen that one person escape. No one is exempt. There's no escape from the hands of death. There's no escape from the arms of death. Once it hugs you, once it finds you, that's it. And death comes so close to every one of us on this app, on this platform, all over the world. Death has become a companion. It's become a constant friend. It's a reminder that we can't live forever. Everyone has a date on which they're going to get the fuck out of here. You got a birth date and you got a death date. No one knows when death will appear. Most of my short videos, if you notice, there is a theme surrounding death. It's always going to be there. I'm never going to forget how close it has arrived in my life. More than once. And it's coming again. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Not Worth It. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Bobbie Christina. I listened to the autopsy report. I listened to the autopsy report about the mother and about others. What they do when they open you up, they take everything out. They break in order to get to the organs that live where the lungs and the heart and everything is located. They have to open your ribs. They have to make the incisions to remove the skin. They have to break open your rib cage. They have to pull it apart. They have to be able to reach in and to get each organ out of the body to remove. While they are removing, they are examining. They are weighing. Then they move them to the side. Autopsy is not pretty business. It's nothing pleasant. Shout out to the chat. But it's inevitable. Because as they're describing how they do the autopsies, I said, my goodness, they got to do all that just to find out how someone died? Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Or maybe that person didn't want a fucking autopsy. I don't know why they conduct autopsies. I think it's unnecessary. And in some religions, an autopsy cannot be fucking performed. It cannot be done. Shout out to the chat. But it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Oh, I must making people uncomfortable because people are left. Yeah. People are uncomfortable with that fact. Death is inevitable. There's no escape. I haven't seen not one person escape. Not one person has come back from the fucking grave and said, look, I met death and I met this one and that one. There is no heaven. There is no hell. That's some fairy tale bullshit that they sell you. You know how frightened the Vatican has everyone thinking? All these different religions on the earth. All these different religions. No one gives any kind of good news when it comes to death. No one has anything good to say. Shout out to the chat. Why you think that is? Why you think they keep telling you and keep pushing this narrative, this fucking lie, that there is some kind of city sitting in the sky somewhere? And then when you die, when you pass on, your relatives are going to come meet with you. They're going to meet you at a tree somewhere. And then you're going to go to the next stage of death. How do people know these stories? Are they making up these stories? Why would people make lies up? I believe, this is me personally, I believe heaven and hell is right here on earth. And it's what you are experiencing in your life. That is what I think heaven is and hell is. There is no make-believe place where everything is happy and people are celebrating and people are worshiping and calling on the name of God. Half of these people don't even know the name of God. They don't know nothing about God. You know why they don't know nothing about God? Because they think that God is a spook. They think God is a spirit. They think God is a ghost. No, look in the fucking mirror. If you want to see who God is, look in the fucking mirror. When we're born, we look like our parents. As we get older, we look like the decisions and the choices we made in fucking life. People get upset with me because I don't dress like a female, but I am female. Why they get mad with me? Because I decide to live outside of the box. I'm not going to wear makeup. I'm not going to wear lipstick. I'm not going to wear false eyelashes. I'm not going to wear a wig. I'm not going to wear extensions. I'm not going to wear a lace front. I'm not going to wear anything that I can't grow out of my own head. Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to wear a dress. I'm not going to wear a skirt. I'm not going to wear high heels. I'm not going to carry around a purse because you think that's what the fuck I need to be doing. If you want me to do all that, come over here and take over this fucking rent. Come over here and put the groceries in the fucking house. Come over here and put money in my fucking bank account. Half of these motherfuckers don't even hit the Cash App. So don't no man on this app need to be worried about me. Nobody. Because you don't take care of me. You don't even hit the Cash App. You sit around, you listen to this, you listen to that, you cause problems, you cause confusion. Hit the Cash App. $ Arabia 914. The women show more support than the men. And I'm not going to get into a debate on who does anything for me. I'm not going to get into a debate at that. Not at all. But for any man on this app says, well, she's a woman. She always take up for the women. She always take their side. And if something happens and the man is saying something about the woman, here comes Arabia. And she says, the men be bullying the women. The men be cyber harassing the women. Oh, the men are so terrible. Oh, some of these men are beta males. Yes, that's right. Some of you are beta males because you're concerned about what a woman does. You stay in female business. You stay in a woman's business. You want a woman to stay in her place, but how the fuck she gonna stay in her fucking place if you, a so-called man, are in her fucking business? You're not her husband. You're not her daddy. You're not her brother. You're not her uncle. You're not her cousin. You're not her next door neighbor. You're not the pastor. You're not the church. You're nothing to this woman but a stranger on the YouTubes. Good morning, Black P Stone. Good morning, G Mama. So Not Worth It is in the building. G Mama is in the building. Black P Stone is in the building. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. The name of the title is Bobbie Khris, but I'm using her as an example of what the women not to do. And I'm going to keep saying it. What really helped push her into the grave is not because her mother had passed away. Let me tell everybody something. Before Bobbie Khris died, before she passed away, she went and purchased an airline ticket to go to California, out there to live with her father. She wanted to start her life over. She wanted to leave everything in Georgia behind. That meant that condominium, Nick Gordon, or that. Nick Gordon was a thorn in that woman's side. I don't know if anyone remembers before Bobbie Christina had passed away, all the weight she lost, how skeletal she looked, standing around, prancing around in a fucking bathing suit. Does anyone remember that? Yeah, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell these women to leave these fucking men alone, especially if they're mistreating you. We got some jackasses on this app who think it's okay to talk to a woman with so much disrespect, so much disregard. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality, man. It happens too often. I'm going to tell y'all something. On Friday, right? Just Jay, shout out to her. Shout out to Just Jay. She had a video that she was doing. She was conducting her content. I believe we was up there for quite some time. She was doing her video. A lot of people came over. A lot of people hit the link. A lot of people was hitting that like button. A lot of people was rocking out with her. Well, towards the end of the video, the John Show comes over, and he doesn't come over to help the content. He doesn't come over to be positive or nothing. He comes over with some bullshit. And then he got mad because I called his ass a clown. That's one of the reasons why I called him a clown, because I noticed that he does that all the fucking time. He used to do that shit to brown skinned lady. He loves to argue on this app. He's not about peace. He's not about compromise. He's not about anything. I remember when Bishop was doing a video about the strikes that was put on him, his channel, and Farmer Nancy channel, and the strikes was coming from Sis, and how they were speaking out against that, Bishop and Farmer Nancy. And John Show had a fucking attitude. He felt that they shouldn't have been saying nothing. He felt that, oh, nobody really cares about that. Yes, they care about it because that's their channel. And they have a right to say who false flagged them. It's right there on Farmer Nancy's community wall. And I refuse to believe that people read it and they ignore it. You can't tell me you didn't read that was on that lady's community wall and just fucking ignored it. Then we got Kwame Brown coming after Farmer Nancy. I see him doing it. And it seems like it's a common theme where the men go after the women or they attack one Pacific one. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. And nobody's going to tell me that's an illusion. You didn't see that. That's not going on. That's not what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening. On these YouTube streets. The title is Bobbie Christina. We're talking about the autopsy. We're talking about the fact that no one escapes death. No one has been able to come back from death. How the church and all these different religions lie to you. They lie to you. The Bible is full of lies. The Quran is full of lies. The Torah is full of lies. Why is the Ethiopian Bible banned? And a lot of people are so fucking ignorant, they don't even know where Ethiopia is at. Ethiopia is in Africa. Okay? It's not in the west part of Africa. It's in the northeast part of Africa. That's where Ethiopia is. Ethiopia is located right next to Egypt. It's not too far from the Middle East. Shout out to the chat. Open up, if you really want to open up your Bible and look at the world map. And stop being so fucking ignorant. Because that's what those people did. That's what the Christian Crusades was about. That's what the Christian church did. They opened up their Bibles and they said, oh, here's a world map. Okay, we need to go and conquer this place, that place, and the other place. Shout out to the chat. Black Pistol says, Buenas noches. Hey, Black Pistol. It is what it is, man. Disfruta tu día. Disfruta tu día. Que lo que, mi gente. Disfruta tu día. Shout out to the chat. Hey, what's up, DJ Cleveland? Good morning. Don't think I'm not reading my chat. Or I'm reading my chat. I don't got my glasses on, but god damn it, if I'm live and the chat is present to me, I'm going to read my chat and I'm going to say good morning to everyone. And I'm going to tell you happy, what's today? Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the women, every female, all over the world, all over the earth, they're very nurturing and supportive. I got more women in my life that I look at every day on an everyday basis. Like when I go out into the world, like my neighbors and stuff, you know, they're more friendly. They're more outgoing. They will say good morning to me quicker than anything. Shout out to the chat. I've had some good women in my life, and I had some roguish women in my life. I didn't start out in the world where I was given a woman that truly loved me and supported me and wanted to help me out. No, I wasn't given that. I was given a bitch, a rogue, a no good, a drop shot, a off-brand bitch in my life. Through birth and through my childhood experiences. Two bitches in my life. Two bitches in my life. Two bitches in my life. The beginning of my life started out with not women, but savages, but bitches. Shout out to the chat. I wasn't given a mother that did anything for me, taught me anything about life. I had women in my life that wanted to destroy me. They wanted to destroy Arabia Barbosa. But I survived. And I didn't do it alone. I didn't do it alone. I had some help. I had some assistance. Shout out to the chat. I had some good women in my life. I had some darn good women in my life. Some of them are passed away. Some of them I will never see again. Never. So when I die, when I do pass away, when this body can no longer carry my soul and the car stops and I have to get out of this vehicle and I have to go into a sleep that I will never wake up from, there's no possibility I will ever see these women again. There's no possibility I will ever see my father, my grandmother, Sergeant Crystal Reagan, Sierra, Laquan, Rashid. There's no promise that I'll see them. I remember one time something really bad happened to me, and I woke up in a hospital and I couldn't recognize my own face. But I'm saying this to say that when they put me in the ambulance that particular night, and it was the same weekend they were burying Aretha Franklin, my breathing had stopped and I went into a damn seizure. They had to cut off my clothes. They had to bring me back. But as my eyelids closed, I don't remember seeing no heaven. There was no lights. There was no music. There was only the darkness. Only my own eyelids. So I know there is no heaven and there is no hell. They had to bring me back. They had to restart my heart. They had to. They didn't have to. They could have just let me die. I would have preferred them to have let me go. Shout out to the chat. That would eliminate all of this and whatever else is going to happen. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. I be talking about real life experience, and a lot of people don't like it. DJ Cleveland, pay attention. This happened a couple of years ago. I got jumped right here. And when they put me in the ambulance, DJ Cleveland, since you want to try to be funny, there was a seizure that went on. I had stopped breathing. They had checked the heart. They had to restart the heart. Pay attention or hit the Cash App. $ Arabia 914. Sitting in my chat asking me damn. Good morning, Mrs. V. Yeah, Miss V. If you can see the title of the video, it's called Bobbie Christina. I got to talking about her and her autopsy. Basically, what I'm trying to say in this video is no one escapes from death. No one escapes from life's hardships. But it just seems to me, and has been proven over and over again through history, that the women catch it the most. Because I haven't heard of a man going through any kind of domestic violence and getting killed. It just doesn't happen very often. It happens, but it doesn't happen very often. I don't care of it. I may have been on this YouTube's, right? And I did see a video where there was a woman that was married to a man for almost 30 years. She was abusing the man, mistreating the man. She ended up killing the man. But her case is a rare case. You don't hear about nobody, no man being abused for 20 years, 30 years, and then being killed. You hear that happening to women and children. That's where most of the victims come from. Shout out to the chat. If anybody has watched Law and Order, who are the main victims? It's the women. Who be targeted the most? It be the women. Why? Because women are a threat. That's why. Women are the hand that rocks the cradle. You guys, you women, you females are the first teacher. But if you're not a good teacher, guess what? Those lessons get passed on down. Shout out to the chat. And that's the reality. It can't be ignored. I refuse to ignore it. I'm going to acknowledge it. And I see the bullshit happening on this app too. Yeah. And there's a lot of men on this app, on this platform, who are insecure, who are frightened, and who can't take a woman outdoing them. And Kwame Brown ain't the only one that attacks women. Let's be truth. Let's be truthful. Let's tell the truth. Kwame Brown ain't the only one that goes out of his way to attack a woman on this app. He's not the only one. He's not the only one sitting in the fucking boat. Shout out to the chat, and that's a fucking reality. You got very few men in the sector that actually respect the women, that actually take up for them. Look at what happening with Farmer Nancy. Look who's sitting in her corner. Look who's riding in the car with her on the YouTubes. It's only one man. All the other men in the sector know what Kwame Brown is doing to Farmer Nancy is wrong, but not one of them has spoken up. It's only two men that's been speaking up. It's been Bishop and Mr. Skinny. The rest of y'all have been quiet. I'm talking about the YouTube creators. Ain't nobody said nothing about that but Bishop and Mr. Skinny. The rest of you have gotten quiet. You became church mice. You don't know what to say. You're afraid that if you do say something, Kwame Brown will come after you. I don't give a fuck he come after me. Send your goons. Shout out to the chat. I don't give a goddamn about Kwame Brown. I don't give a goddamn about none of those goddamn Kwamites or none of those other secret fans of Kwame Brown. Fuck all of y'all that down with that man. So that's what the whole video is about. Bobbie Christina is just an example. Just like Whitney Houston. Just like Carol Carpenter. Because people don't seem to understand Carol Carpenter. She was a singer. She was famous. Yes. But growing up in the house that she grew up in, who got the most love? Who got the most support? Who got the most encouragement? It wasn't her. It was her brother. But what happened when the brother wanted to go into the music industry? What happened when he wanted to formulate a group, a singing group, a successful singing group? He went to his sister, Carol Carpenter. Her death, her autopsy, her file is being used in universities and medical schools everywhere when they explain forensics, when they explain anything about psychiatry, when they explain what bulimia and anorexia is. Shout out to the chat. They use the file of Carol Carpenter. When they want to talk about drug abuse, who do they bring up? Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, Billie Holiday, Dorothy Dandridge. Their names come up, doesn't it? Their names come up in the conversation. Anna Nicole Smith. So anytime people want to talk about drug and alcohol abuse, they'll mention Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, Dorothy Dandridge, Carol Carpenter, Amy Winehouse. Janis Joplin, Billie Holiday. Yeah, they'll mention those names when they want to talk about drugs and alcohol and what it does. But this particular channel that I'm thinking of that does the autopsies explains all of that. What happens when there's a long-term use of those substances? What happens to you? Shout out to the chat. Hey, good morning, Letitia. Good morning. Shout out to you. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. Thank you for coming in. Thank everyone for coming in. Good morning. As you can see, the title is Bobbie Christina, and I'm talking about her autopsy report. I'm talking about everything. And then I talked about the YouTubes, and then I talked about God, and then I talk about there's no heaven or hell. It's right here on earth. The people just be lying. The Vatican on lie to you. The people in Islam on lie to you. The people that practice Judaism on lie to you. They lie so they can win money. That's what they do. That's what they're here for. If you look at all the churches and all the temples and all the mosques that are located in the United States, do any of them pay taxes? No, they don't. What would happen if the government was to say, now, if I'm over the government, let me tell you, I'm going to explain something to everybody. If I was president of the United States, if I was voted in, all the churches, all the mosques, all the synagogues, any religious order anywhere, they would be paying taxes. Oh, yes. All sex offenders would be put to death. Oh, yes. If I was president, those would be my biggest two executive orders. All these religious orders that are not paying taxes, you would have to pay tax, and all sex offenders would be put to death. And I would have public executions. Basically, I would empty all the prisons. I would empty all the prisons and put them in the military. Since you want to go out and kill people and do all this other foolishness, you can fight for the country. If you decide you don't want to fight for the country, you can be publicly executed. That's what I would do. Shout out to the chat. People say, well, Arabia, you was in prison one time. You know, Arabia, you not being fair. Arabia, you're being a dictator. So we already got a dictatorship. We've been having a dictatorship in this country for a long period of time. Anyone want to hit the link before I close out this video? Because it's after 7 o'clock in the morning and I need to get myself together for today. My laundry got to get done and I got to reorganize this house. So before I leave, does anyone want to hit the link? Brooklyn Lady Ellie, I told y'all, your cracker ass, don't come back over here. You piece of shit racist. Go back to your own channel. Because when you go live, because Brooklyn Lady Ellie, you don't never fucking go live. And don't worry about what I'm doing with my chat. Go and do something. You don't even have a chat. Go back to the caves of Europe. Go back to eating your babies and your dead people. Cause that's where some of you racist crackers come from. Shout out to the chat. Jabba the Hutt motherfucker. Learn how to get out of that fucking wheelchair. Coming over here saying anything in my chat. That's why your ass is banned. Shout out to the chat. Hold on. The link is dropped. It's pinned, Letitia. Oh, it's evening? I'm thinking it's morning. God, no. There we go, Letitia. Whoever wants to hit the link can hit it. And I knew that racist bitch, Brooklyn Lady Ellie, Jabba the Hutt, was subscribed to this channel. That's the only reason why she was in the chat. But she's been banned. Because I don't allow racists in my fucking chat. I removed you one time before. You will not come over here and tippity type in my fucking chat. Either you gonna hit the link and camera up or shut the fuck up. Kufa too, bitch. This is the second time this bitch come over here. I don't never go over to her fucking channel and sit in her chat when she's live. Cause the bitch don't go live. The bitch don't never camera up. At least people can see what the fuck I look like. They can look all over, all through my channel and see what the fuck I look like. You can't do that because you're a coward. You're scared of your own fucking face. Your face is a nightmare, bitch. And I'm talking to Brooklyn Lady Ellie, bitch. Your mama's a bitch and everybody in your family is a bitch. What's up, Letitia?
Oh my goodness. Hey, Arabia.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Oh, I keep saying it morning.
I was like, are you okay? Because it's evening and you said 7 a.m.
Well, you know what? It's dark. It's dark outside. So
yeah.
I was sleeping.
That's why. You think it's
okay. Yeah. And I said, well, let me get up and do a video right quick. Because I didn't see nobody else was live. You know, not Lonnie, not nobody. So I was like, let me go live. And you know, that was me.
That nap threw you off.
Yeah, that because I laid down twice. After I ate, I laid down twice. I had chicken, I had white rice, and I had sweet peas.
Okay.
So I ate like 2 bowls. Then I drank me a little Kool-Aid. Okay. And then I drank smoked me a cigar. And then I said, fuck it, I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. There was nobody on the YouTubes. After Moonlight went off, I didn't want to watch nobody else.
Okay.
And that's just a reality.
Fair
you
enough.
know?
You watch who you want to watch. You're grown.
Right. So once she was done with her video, I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna watch this one video about Bobbie Christina and I'm gonna lay down.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did. Shout out to the chat.
Well, shout out to you. Yeah, I'm glad you shared that autopsy because I like those things, as morbid as it may be, but being in the health field is nothing like it's not something that like is it's not like cringe, but it was sad to see how she passed. Um, but yeah, it's unfortunate how Bobbie Christina passed almost exactly like her mom. So, and it's really like unfortunate because I was hoping would at least be able to step into her shoes in a way. I don't remember hearing her sing, but definitely was a big loss to hear that her and her mom, when her mom passed, that was sad, and then her not shortly, not but maybe a year or so later, that was sad.
Mm-hmm.
So but I haven't watched this Bobbie Khris. I've watched the Whitney one you posted,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm gonna watch that Bobbie Khris one when I get settled to where I can actually pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty sad. The two of them passed, and she was so young too.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
really. But do you mind if I address something here? Because
Go
that
ahead.
hoe, 6 Pound Life, uh, you don't have to come here if you don't like the content. Arabia, they ain't doing the content just for you. And I don't know if that was really her or if that's a troll using her page. I don't know what that was. But it was really crazy how she came in hot like that. You have some issues, ma'am. You need to tend to your own health. You need to have your aide scrub your back, get all the crevices, and make sure that they fix up all the spots that you can't reach, which is a plenty. So you need to chill out coming into Arabia's chat like that. You don't have to be here. You don't like what she's talking about, then don't come here. You don't even have to subscribe. What is your problem with people of native or black heritage lineage? What is your issue, ma'am? You have a big issue and you keep trolling or coming into these spaces like you have a say so. Go talk about what the fuck you want to talk about. You don't have to come over here. You don't have to come to any black content creators channel. No one is forcing you to watch any of this. You apparently pay your own bill, so go where you want to be. Go watch some racist channels. That should appease you. Watch what you like. Go watch some colonizer shit. Okay? You don't need to come over here. This is not a requirement that you come to Arabia's, watching Sis, Damn D, whoever else you watch. You just gravitate because you want to sit up and judge us. You want to judge people that ain't you. A lot of these people ain't laid up, bedbound. You're a bedridden, miserable ass bitch. Get the fuck on, Miss Nobody. And I should have just kept calling you that. I would tell you all the time, don't call yourself Miss Nobody. I didn't know what you were at that time. I didn't know what your race was. I just thought it was pretty sad that you were calling yourself, you were going by Miss Nobody. That speaks volumes, bitch, because you don't love yourself. So stay from over here. Arabia's doing her own shit. Why are you coming over here? Did she ask you to come? Arabia, did you invite her?
No. Shout out to Deja Vu. No, what it is, Letitia, she is a stalker. This woman been stalking me for 2 years. Two
This is
years. And
like
everyone in
keep
this
your
sector
ass
knows
on.
about it. 27 Darren already told her to stay out of black people business. Moonlight has already addressed her. I've addressed her. Big Greg has addressed her. So what it is, she's a racist. She's a racist. And she doesn't like that term being used on her, but that's what she is. And she's been doing this for over 2 years.
Oh,
Now
I know.
she used to focus on me. Now it's other people. But she
Oh
does
yeah.
have a problem with black people. And she does have a problem with staying out of our fucking business. Yeah, stay the fuck at a black people business. I didn't invite her over here, and she must be. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, Letitia. She must be subscribed to this channel because that's the only way she can find me.
No,
That's
you
the
fine.
only way. Because
Yeah.
the first thing she'll do, she'll hide behind Lonnie and put Lonnie name up in it. And Lonnie don't have nothing to do with this woman does. Shout
Yeah,
out
you
to the chat.
keep Lonnie up out of this. If she ain't backing you doing this, I don't know why would bring Lonnie up into it in the first place. I know you send her stuff, and I know y'all are chummy, but that's y'all deal. I don't deal with folks like that. But anyway, because she came in hot, calling you trash. What are you talking about, trash? And I said that was
Yeah,
rude, and
that's
then she
her.
told me
That's
to
her.
shut up. Bitch, I ain't talking. Arabia's talking. Do you know the difference? Are you slow?
But she's been banned from this channel. She cannot tippity type in the chat no more.
Well,
I
that's
had to
fine. She
remove
don't.
her before.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I had to
I
get
just
her
thought I'd put it
before.
out there because it seems like people are weird. They're like, "Why are you talking? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about this? Why are you here? Why come over here? If you don't like what someone's talking about, move around. There's millions of other channels. Like, you don't have to be over here. There's plenty of colonizer channels that talk mad crap about Asians, black people. They might use different terminology for it. Maybe that don't sit well with you because they don't call them out their name to where they get cut from YouTube. But there are channels. You'll get the lingo down. There's plenty. I've seen them myself. So you
Mm-hmm.
go find you one of them channels. Okay, 600-pound lifer, get your ass around. And maybe you should sub up to Deja Vu and she could teach you how to treat your body better. Because from what I remember, you got pus coming out you all over the place. So you need to be taking care of yourself instead of on this damn this app. Like tippity type and telling people to shut up. Bitch, I ain't even talking. I'm typing. Learn the difference, okay? It's called typing, chatting. If you told me to stop chatting, that would be a little more sufficient. But you
Mm-hmm.
telling me to shut up, that don't work for fingers, okay? Fingers don't talk, bitch. Fingers don't talk, okay? All right. Arabia, I just had to come up here because that pissed me off. I'm like, shut up. Ain't nobody talking to you. I'm not even
Yeah,
talking.
I got her. I got her.
You weird.
She's banned.
All right,
Yeah,
honey.
she's a weirdo.
I'm glad you brought this to light, the Bobbie Christina. I've been listening. I'm doing stuff in the background. You know it's normal. But anyway, I'm listening. I'm going to be back in the chat. I know you might be closing it out here soon. So thank
Okay.
you for having me up, dear.
No doubt.
All right. Peace out. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat. That was sweet. That was Letitia Third Eye, one of the best, one of the best editors in the sector. We got quite a few good editors in the sector. Letitia is one of them. Triple S Edits is another, and I believe there's another one that's a good editor. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to Letitia. Yeah, Letitia. Jabba the Hutt, a piece of shit racist female. She does come into black people's spaces on the YouTubes. I do believe she's subscribed to I don't know why she subscribed over here. I don't know why she came in my chat. She doesn't like me. I don't like her. And it is what it is. She doesn't even want to hit the link. Because unlike you don't have the camera up. Everyone knows what you look like. If she was to come and hit the link, she would have the camera up. And I would camera up and we'd be two cammed up motherfuckers right on the fucking stage. But let me give this to you as a suggestion, Brooklyn Lady Ellie. The next time you see, okay, you live in Brooklyn. I want you to go out in public. Go out in public where there's a group of black people. And I want you to tell them what you've been talking about on this app. Call them the names that you've been calling us on this app and see what happens to your 600-pound fat ass. Because, bitch, you can't even get out of a fucking wheelchair. See, I don't have any physical disabilities. I can get up. I can walk out of here. I can do what I need to do for myself. Unlike you, you can't do shit for yourself, but sit in your house and tippity tight and talk about black people all day. That's all you do, bitch. Learn how to take care of yourself. Because she says she doesn't like black people, but I bet you her certified nurse's aide is a black woman. If she's not a black woman, I bet she's Hispanic. You're just like George Wallace, but no one has taken a bullet and put it in your back. George Wallace was cut down by one of his own people. You know why they shot him? They shot him because they said they were tired of him talking that racist bullshit. And that's reality. That's right, DJ Cleveland. If she go out in public talking like that, she gonna get hurt. And I hope she do get hurt. More than that, I hope she get unalived. For real, for real. Now go call 911 about that, Brooklyn Lady Ellie, because you was the one that called the cops over a year ago and told them to come to this house. You did that, bitch. She's a fucking snitch, and she ain't the only one. So shout out to everyone that's in my chat. And I did, Letitia, you ain't gotta worry. Brooklyn Lady Ellie, the piece of shit, Jabba the Hutt, racist bitch, has been banned from this channel. She can no longer simply type. If she want to say something, hit the fucking link. But before you hit the link, go out where the black people are at in Brooklyn and call them all the niggers and all this and that. And maybe they should go back to Africa. You say that to that. You go in a bodega where there's nothing but black people and scream that and see what happens to you. They will take you somewhere. They will kidnap your ass. They will take you somewhere and they will make sure no one finds you. She won't do it because she knows what will happen to her. Shout out to the chat. If I feel like calling a white person a cracker, guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. We'll get the goons, we'll get the coons, and the Sambos, and the mammies. And they say, we didn't say that about that person. Arabia, don't say that about that person. I say what I want to say. They get on my damn nerve. I'm not Queen Regina. I will not yield the floor. I'm going to tamper your ass down every time I see you. And I'm glad Big Greg is saying something about you. Shout out to the chat. Anyone else want to hit the link before I close out this video? I'll mute my mic. We got 5 people in the chat. Thank you. I don't know how many likes, but that doesn't matter right now. I was in a vibe. And I thank you, Letitia, for coming up. Because you always support this channel. And that's another thing why I like about Letitia. Letitia speak her mind. Whether I'm right or wrong, Letitia will hit that link and be like, "Come on, baby, I want to talk to you." I remember one time I got up there and had a video, and I said whatever I said about a certain group, and Courtney Peach was more than happy to type me something in my comment section, and I welcomed it. When she typed me and she wrote me in the comment section, I was smiling. I was smiling. So yeah, I love it when the women can come up and say, "Arabia, I want to talk to you." Arabia, I. But one thing I know about a lot of women in the sector, they got my back. They got my back. They see what's going on in the chat. Yeah. And I'm glad that someone else seen it. I'm glad someone else has seen it. Shout out to the chat. You know? And I've said whatever I've said about this piece of shit racist. And if need be, I'll continue on her. And she mad. She mad because she can't camera up. She mad because she can't really express herself like the way she wants. Like the way I'm talking to you all right now is the same way I talk in real life. When I go out this door, I have conversations with people. I don't live inside my head. Shout out to the chat, which is something she does. I guess she thinks she gonna be a female Hitler. Good luck. Good luck. Because they're not gonna follow you sitting in a wheelchair. They're not gonna even listen to you. You can't even breathe correctly. I can breathe. Hear me. I can breathe on my own. I don't need oxygen. Bitch. Bitch. Cunt rag. Douchebag. Jabba the Hutt. No name. All brand. Drag nasty. Mrs. Nobody. As she said, a nobody. You're nobody. And you wish you was somebody. You wish you was, but you're not. She mad, y'all. She mad because I got more subscribers than she got. She mad, y'all. Their dogs don't get no shine over here. That's why she was typing in the chat as vigorously as she could. I don't know why she comes over here. I don't watch for her. I don't give a fuck about her. Matter of fact, I like to forget I ever knew the bitch. And stop hiding behind Lonnie. Lonnie not gonna help you. Lonnie not gonna save you. Shout out to the chat. Is there anyone else that want to hit the link? The link is pinned. That's right, Black Peace Stone. Black Peace Stone, you know what I'm talking about? Because Moonlight has had to address this bitch for coming for black people. 27 Darren, me, and quite a few others on this app. Big Greg been destroying her. She hasn't said not one thing to Big Greg. Not one thing of substance. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Big Greg. Anyone else want to hit the link? Don't be shy, you guys. I know you want to talk to me. Your homegirl Arabia. I know you have something to say that you deem important. You might not be able to say it nowhere else. You can say it over here with me. And I'll mute my mic. Shout out to the chat. Any agreements, any disagreements? We already heard from Letitia. Shout out to Letitia. Thank you for coming over, baby girl. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Shout out to you. Anyone else? No takers. And I swore to God it was. But then some say 7 o'clock in the morning, the sun be up. Yeah, man. After I ate my dinner and I was listening to the autopsy report of Bobbie Christina, I got sleepy and I went to sleep and I got up and no one was really live. So I said, well, even if people were live, I would still go live. Because when I have stuff on my mind or on my heart to say, I will go live. I will hit the live button. I will pull up my StreamYards. And, I'm not afraid to say what I want to say. And I will say it with conviction. That's right, Letitia Third Eye. That's right. I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that's in my chat. I thank everyone for their view. And you racist female over there, thank you for the view. Thank you for the view. You just up my numbers. Thank you for your view. Cause I know she watches me all the time. This bitch been watching me for over 2 years. This bitch is obsessed with me. This bitch stalks me. This bitch follows me all over the YouTubes. See, she's able to do that virtually because she can't do it physically. This bitch had the nerve to call 911 last year and call the cops on me and had the police come to my house. What happened, bitch? Did I go to jail? Did they kill me? Bitch. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. And guess what? They got right back in the car and drove away. They minded their own business. What you need to do, piece of shit, racist, white bitch up there in Brooklyn. Clean your ass. Learn how to clean yourself. Stop asking certain people that you hate to do something for you. You don't like black people. You don't like Hispanic people. You don't like people that are not white, that are not Caucasian. Maybe you should go back to Europe. Maybe you should do that. Because my ancestors are from this country and my ancestors are from Africa. Yes. Yes. I got Native American blood running through my veins and I got African blood running through my veins. And whether you want to believe it or not, bitch, I got European blood running through my veins. Shout out to the chat, bitch. Can you say the same? Can you trace your ancestors back over 100 years, bitch? I don't think you can. I don't think you can, but you're concerned about me. That's right. So what Letitia said was right. What other people, have said about that woman, that female, that thing. 600 pounds, you guys, and lives in a fucking soiled wheelchair. She can't get up on her own to go to the bathroom. This is a white woman coming over here, tippity typing in my chat. As soon as I saw her, I banned her. The last time she came in my chat, I had to remove her. Because I remember the last time she came into my chat. It was one particular afternoon. I had went live. DJ Cleveland was in my chat that day. And Big Greg was in my chat that day. Shout out to them. And that's when I saw her, tippity typing. And she was writing the same shit then, calling someone trash. Well, you know what trash look like unless you look in the mirror. She must be talking about herself. She's projecting her own insecurities and certain truths about herself. So that's why she does what she does. She needs to go over there with all them other racist people. The Ku Klux Klan, they do have different websites that you can go over and view. And you can even join the Ku Klux Klan for $10 a month. Yes. Didn't y'all know that? Y'all. You can join. You too can join the Ku Klux Klan by just paying them $10 a month. Anyone can join. You don't even have to wear a pillowcase on top of your head. Just as long as you pay them cheap bastards $10 a month. I don't understand why none of the races that's on this platform don't join. They want to come in black people's spaces. They want to come to our channels. Even if we're off of YouTube, let's say we're off of YouTube and we're on some other kind of social media platform. They want to come over there. They want to come wherever we're at. They hate us, but they want to be in our company 24/7. I don't understand. And they say if they're not in our business, that certain things will happen. But ma'am, it has been proven. History has recorded. Every time you cracker racists, the racist ones, get in our business, all kinds of shit happens. All kinds of shit happens. I will never forget what happened downtown Charleston, South Carolina, a couple of years ago. This happened a couple of years ago where there was a white man. His name was Dylan Roof. He went into Mother Emanuel Church right there on Calhoun Street, went into the church. These black people were minding their own business, and this white racist cracker came in and killed 9 people. He killed 9 people that were minding their own business, not bothering him. Shout out to the chat. We have had instances within history that they burned down black churches. They bombed black churches. They were sterilizing black women. They were lynching black women, black men, black children. Shout out to the chat. Every time they want to get in our business, they destroyed Black Wall Street. One of the survivors, Mother Fletcher, just recently passed. She passed away not too long ago. A woman that was over 100 years old. She was 111 years old. She was one of the survivors of what happened to the Black Wall Street in this country. They bombed that place. This is what happens when the white racists, crackers, come into our spaces. This is what they do. Instead of going back to Europe and going back to the caves from which they came, they stole every religion we ever created, every genre of music we created. They did that. They stole, and they haven't paid anything back. They don't want to pay reparations. They can pay. They can pay if they want to. And I'm not talking about something that happened over 100 years ago. I'm talking about recent events. Shout out to the chat. History has recorded it. It's in your newspapers. It's on social media. So we got 7 people in the building. I want to thank everyone for coming over. I'm going to drop the link one more time. But the link is already pinned. It's already in the chat. If anybody want to come, let me drop the link one more time. Let me try it one more time. There we go. It's dropped one more time. Anyone want to hit the link? Does anyone else want to hit the link? It's not 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a little before 8 o'clock or after 8. I don't know how long I've been up here. According to this, it's been over an hour. An hour and 20-something minutes I've been here talking. Letitia came up. She hit the link. Anyone else want to hit the link? Oh, it's after 9 o'clock. Thank you, Mrs. V. Shout out to you. So shout out to everyone that's came in to this chat. Shout out to everyone that has come over and has sat in my chat and has communed with me, their conversations, their laughter. I'm glad I sparked an interest and a new conversation concerning the Bobbie Khris autopsy. And that the channel is really very interesting. If you go on my community wall, you will see the channel that I'm talking about. So on my community wall, you will see a thumbnail of Bobbie Khris as she would have appeared, you know, in a morgue somewhere. Shout out to the chat. There's also another thumbnail, and it takes you right there to that channel, and you could see the autopsy or hear the autopsy about Whitney Houston. And I found it very interesting. You know what I mean? I really did. And every time I hear the name Bobbie Khris, you know, I want to start a conversation, because what happened to her was unnecessary, and it shouldn't have happened. She tried to escape. She tried to escape. Even if she would have left Nook Gordon, her troubles would have followed her everywhere she went. Because whatever she went through as a young person, it would have traveled with her. Those things would have never been solved anyway in her moving. And death is a constant companion. It will never go away. I won't, even death could appear in this chat. I won't be able to ban him. I won't be able to put him in timeout. Could come into this house. I won't be able to do anything about it. I wasn't able to stop it from taking people that I love and people I respected away. And I know, and this is reality, I know I will never see them again. There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is no purgatory. There is no in between. It probably only lives in dreams and in movies. You can dream these things, but that's as far as you're going to go. I haven't met not one person yet that had come back from the grave and said, I've been to heaven or I've been to hell and I witnessed. I haven't met anyone in person that has been able to come to me and say, Arabia, I died and I want to tell you my experience. No one. No one has been able to. So shout out to the chat. We out of here. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We did it. We had a disruption. We had a troll in the chat, a hater in the chat. But I got rid of the hater, but they're mad. They're mad because they see my channel was growing and they look at my content, they look at my material and they get mad. Don't get mad, just try to do something with yourself. Shout out to Letitia for hitting this link. How many times have people have hit this link? I can count on my hands how many of the YouTube creators have actually hit this link. How many of my subscribers has hit the link? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I want to thank everyone for coming over. I want to thank everyone for coming over. It's been wonderful. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And Jabba the Hutt, you racist white bitch, you cracker you. She's a racist, you guys. She's a Ku Klux Klan member. Thank you for your view. Thank you for your view, piece of shit, Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, thank you for your view. Learn how to go to the bathroom on your own, ma'am. Learn how to get out of that wheelchair. And the next time you talk about black people, please put the camera on your face so everyone can see who's talking to them. Please go out in public and film yourself talking to black people like the way you talk to black people on this app or how you talk about them. Because you will never hit no one's link and talk to them like that. Because they would roast the shit out of you. Shout out to the chat. I want to thank everyone for coming in, okay? You guys have a wonderful weekend. Have an awesome evening. I want everyone to enjoy their evening. And you piece of shit racists, let me say something to you in Spanish and Swahili, okay? So you can hear it not only in English. You racist cracker, you piece of shit, no nothing, nobody, worthless, valueless, drop shot bitch. Another douchebag, another cunt rag on these YouTube streets. Let me say it to you in Spanish. Basura la calle. No carajo conmigo, bitch. Kufatu. Yeah, bitch. Wewe ni Mukundu. Kufatu, bitch. Nini kuzimu. Kila wakati, bitch. Anytime, bitch. You will never cam up. And you will never hit this link. And you will never go out in public and talk to black people like the way you talk on your fucking channel. You know your face will get smashed in. You know they would unalive your racist ass. Now, shout out to the chat. Call 911 about that, bitch. Since you like to call the police on people, she's another Karen. Big Greg. Shout out to Big Greg. Handle this bitch, Big Greg. Drag her. Keep dragging her. I'm out. I just wanted to see something real quick. Look, it's me. I'm on camera. I'm on camera. I'm looking for Jabba the Hutt. Bitch, where you at? Camera up. Show everyone your racist ass.